records, and more. Brought to you by Howe, Patio, and Windows. They bring you premier windows, sunrooms, siding, and roofing in all of Southwest Michigan since 1983.
Dear Lord, baby Jesus, or as our brothers to the south call you, Jesus, we thank you so much for this bountiful harvest of Domino's, KFC, and the always delicious Taco Bell. I just want to take time to say thank you for my family, my two beautiful, handsome, striking sons, Walker and Texas Ranger, or TR as we call him, and of course my red hot smoking wife.
I'm coming alive, a real when I'm on the rise. Yeah. You see the look in my eyes, it's going down right now. Yeah. And I'm taking my shot, way up at the top, up at the zone, we ain't gonna stop. It's going down right now. Get ready right now. Get ready right now. Get ready. It's going down.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to season two of Checkers, Wreckers, and More podcast. My name's Chad. My partner in crime, Mr. Paul Jack Ubick. I said it right for everyone.
You did. Thanks, Jack. Chad worked hard on that new intro. I'm also a fan.
Yeah, Alicia doesn't like it, but the new intro. But it's all right.
Hold up. Brock Gaines is watching.
Oh my gosh, Brock. Man, the stories we could tell, but I won't talk about
Hollis for president.
Hollis for president, yes. Man, I hope everyone had a great weekend. First off, before we get anywhere, as always, make sure you like our page, you share the stream, comment, ask Brandon questions. He's full of wonderful information. He's got a lot of experience at the track. Also, thank you to our partners, Howe, Patio, Windows, I said it right, Kenny. Kalamazoo Speedway, Finish Line Landscape Management, and Finish Line Handyman Home Repair, EMA Enterprises, Top Row Racing Media, and of course, Alicia, for everything that you do for us.
Happy Monday is right.
Yes.
It's rough. As you can tell, our guest of honor is indulging in some Coors Lights tonight.
Can't really see it.
No, you can see the top.
You see the top, but yeah, they had a heck of a weekend. We'll talk about that more when he comes on. But man, first off, the weekend. It was probably one of my favorite super shoes that I've ever been to. It wasn't crazy, but it was fun.
It was a good time. I agree. It was a different vibe. We were talking Friday, the car counts weren't as high as they have been in years past. The campground seemed emptier than in years past, but I think it was AJ maybe mentioned it. Somebody was talking about how it was just more groups as opposed to everybody having individual spots, which was true, but it made it really easy finding people this year. Just head towards, this camp or this flag. Weather was phenomenal. It was hot as hell, but.
First off, Adam, huge shout out to you, man. You stepped up and you helped the track when they needed help over at the third gate. So thank you so much for helping out. I know the track definitely appreciated that. I appreciate you helping out. James, it's not apple juice. It's daddy's juice. Get it right.
Oh, God. Yeah. Well, there's the tagline for the new sticker.
The tagline. But yeah, it was fun. The golf cart drags was awesome.
I second that. You disappeared and we didn't know where you went. And then all of a sudden, somebody was like, "Oh, Chad's over at the golf cart drags," and we go over. And I swear to God, you watched Pink's way back in the day on Speed Channel because
I threw my beer can. The EMS worker, she was on the ground rolling. I dropped my hands and the beer went with it. Say what? Oh, that was Brock's crew. Oh, all right. Oh,
I didn't hear any
Burr,
names,
yes,
yeah.
I actually Kenny did give me your business card, so we will definitely reach out and talk.
You got us all excited when we saw the
Oh,
Jets pizza tent.
man, I'm so hungry for
was like-
Jets now.
Yeah. We were like, oh, somebody was smart and had, Jets pizza catered in. Not the case. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Hint, hint.
No, hint, hint. Yes. You'd make a killing.
Yes. Especially on Friday.
Oh, Top Row said he had a few cameras overheat and randomly shut off. Yeah, that's not fun. It was so damn hot.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I think half
man.
the crowd overheated and shut
Yeah.
down. It was rough.
And somebody said that it felt hotter yesterday than it did the Clash this year. Yeah, and it really did. I mean, the Clash was kind of nice for once, and man, I was dying yesterday.
I was lucky. I was in the shade up in the announcing tower. Thank
How
God.
was it? Speak on that.
Dude.
You announced your first entire Super Shoe race or weekend, Super Shoe weekend.
I love, man, working with Jason's fun. Like, and we've talked before, like anytime that you can work with somebody when you're announcing, it's so much better than solo. And even Jason
Yep.
mentioned that, like, you can be solo, but it's so much fun when you have somebody up there with you. Like when you and I announced, that was a blast.
Yep.
When all three of us were up there announcing, both of us were up there with Jason announcing, it was a blast. Unfortunately, I was a little intoxicated on Saturday, and I did make I
Shocked.
did make a comment on the mic, and I don't know if anyone actually heard it. I will not repeat it, but boy,
You know what was nice? We actually were able to hear the speakers over in turn 2. That was fantastic.
that's what Brock just said. He's like, awesome to hear you in the shoot. We were talking about his left foot or left toe, something about feet finder. Brock, you can fill us in if you want, man. But yeah, Brock was sitting in the make race shoot, pumping his fist because he could hear us. So anyone who's been to Kalamazoo Speedway and has had trouble listening to the announcers or anyone in general, we figured it out. The volume was down on the soundboard. It wasn't turned up very loud. So
I don't think that's enough of a soundbite, to be honest with you.
yeah. So we're sitting there and Jason looked at me. He's like, "You're so quiet tonight." I'm like, "Let me go look at the soundboard." And him and I are messing around with it. And I'm like, "Talk now." And he's like, What? So I adjusted and we turned up so loud at one point that anytime both mics were on, they started squeaking. So we had to adjust a little bit, but we finally got it. And I heard so many people say, we could hear you guys.
Yep.
Everything you guys were saying. And there was a point during one of the races where when you're talking up there and the cars are going by, you can't hear. I heard us. I'm like, holy crap, all this time.
I said that, I think it was Saturday, that was probably the first race I've ever heard there where I could actually hear some commenting being done during a race. And that was pretty cool.
You know
Pretty
what
damn
was
cool.
You know what's cool? Jason gave me the mic for the last race for the rear-wheel drive, the actual Super Shoe National. He said, "I'm letting you do this one," and that was an honor, especially coming from Jason. And Jason was cashed out; his back was really messing with him. But for the fact that he just said, "Here, you take over this one," I came out there and I'm like, "Look, everyone, this is the last race of 2023. Get on your feet." Every single person in those stands was on their feet during every pace lap, waving. That was huge.
There was good fan participation in
Yeah.
the wave laps yesterday. That was pretty
Yep.
cool.
So it was great. That's all I'm going to talk about Super Shoe because man, there's a lot of stuff. Like we say, what happens at Super Shoe stays at Super Shoe. You're lucky, Brock.
Brock, you won the highlight to my weekend with your interview. We'll go
your
with that.
interview. Oh, I gotta tell Brock how to pronounce your name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brock. It's not Alicia.
That's awesome.
So Mom of the Week, we're not going to come back with it. I think what happened is we basically, it was 26 weeks of Mom of the Week, and I think we're going to go to something new, and we're kind of contemplating words.
Words.
we're thinking of what to do, and we've come down to two options.
Maybe it'll be a fan vote.
We're
We can get a Facebook poll going.
I think we're going to get a Facebook poll. So the first one is going to be Fan of the Week. That's going to be the first one. That's our option one. Brock said mom of the weekend was definitely Maddie Snyder. Yeah, props to her. And happy anniversary to you guys as well, Brock. Yeah, she was a saint because Super Shoe.
Ask Brock about the bag with a hole in it.
I'm supposed to ask. Maybe not. That
I don't think that's going to be an appropriate conversation.
We won't ask that one. Our second option, and I'm going to say it in two different ways because we're going to go. We're going to go. Yeah. Second option is either A, Dad of the Week, or Daddy of the Week, with girls announcing the winner, not us.
Did you see just who tuned in right here?
Timmy.
The one and only Timmy Horvath. Watching, boys. Congrats, man. Again, what a weekend you had.
It was a hell of a weekend. And he called that crap. Friday night, we were by him, and he called it. He's like, I'm winning the B. I'm going to win the heat race, and I'm winning the B. I'm like, all right, cool. And I asked Jason on the mic, I said, you would think after all these years, he can still remember how to race that damn car. And he proved it. And it was a hell of a run. And he did correct it. It was 3,400 pounds, he said.
Freaking Winston Cup car. Jesus.
All right. So we'll post on Facebook. We'll let you guys figure out what you want to call this next segment that we're going to do. But with that, it's
one shot if you're watching at home.
If you're watching at home, it's a shot. Let's pull Brandon on here. Just like that.
You gotta love a guest that brings gifts.
Just like that. Welcome to the show, Brandon Hollis, huge supporter of our show with Finish Line Landscape Management, huge supporter of short track racing, a bunch of different race teams, and we'll talk more on it. Man, first off, thank you for joining us, especially after the weekend you guys had. You said you worked a half day because you're bossing the hell.
Yeah, it was about half a day today. So my boss was pretty nice today. It was a long weekend.
So I'm always asking the first question. Who is Brandon Hollis?
I'm just a guy that loves racing, go to as many races as I can every year, and I work a little bit in between races.
You're not going to be shy today, are you?
No.
Because you were quite shy when you came and announced Timmy's race.
I was for a little bit.
You were really shy. I'm like,
didn't have enough beer then.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. You heard it here first. All right, Paul, go ahead with, I know you got one.
All right, man. I've known you for a few years, and one of your best attributes is you always have a smile on your face and you're always positive, no matter what you either got to fix on a race car or how hard you guys are working to get a race car going. How do you maintain that positive attitude week in and week out?
I guess I just love being at the racetrack and working on race cars is kind of what drives me to go every day. So it's just easy to stay happy, especially with the group of guys I'm with. It's fun. We have a lot of fun every week.
I can attest to that after this last weekend.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So what got you into racing?
When I was in middle school, I had my best friend. Her mom actually married a guy that raced at Berlin for years. So I grew up at Berlin, and that's how I got involved in racing. I started out cleaning the car because I was a small guy. So he had me climb in the back and clean the rear window and stuff. And
correction, you're still a small guy.
Yep. But yeah, I grew up drag racing with my dad and then got involved in circle track racing and never looked back.
Nice. Adam says you have a big heart also.
Thanks, Adam.
Go ahead, buddy.
All right. What was your first race that you worked? Like, do you remember back that far?
Yeah, it would have been Berlin Raceway in like 2006 with a Sportsman. We had a 1970 Chevelle. And my very first race ever, we went where he won.
That's a pretty damn good way to start out.
Yeah, the team I worked for at Berlin was really good. His name is Brian Tillema. He's won like 8 track championships there. Probably in the first ballot Hall of Fame at Berlin.
So Brock says Brandon doesn't care whose car it is. He dives right in, and I mean in it. Timmy says, I have no comment on this subject after talking to his girlfriend this weekend.
BBC. Big black car.
Oh, I was like, what?
We were not ready with the bleep button for that one.
Big black car. Be perfect.
You guys need some t-shirts made up, and I know a guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not on a shirt. So how many different teams have you helped out in since you started? If you could just take a stab at it.
Like in like a true crew member rule, probably 7 or 8. I got really lucky with some teams where I went full-time doing it, dirt racing. We used to run 100 races a year, traveling on dirt. We won a national championship in 2013 and 14. It's been fun.
Damn, I can't imagine 100 races a year. Like, I'm tired after what Kalamazoo do this year. 18?
Sure.
I'm tired after that.
That's all you've done this year?
Well, that I've worked. And I'm not even working on cars. I'm literally just standing there with a damn microphone.
I've been at 52 races this year.
Oh my gosh.
All right. How many more left?
7 or 8.
Okay.
I got Michigan Cup, Winchester 400, the Nashville 400, then Snowball Derby.
So you got some big races. You've done some big races and you have some plans to go to some big races. What's one of the races out there that you have not yet been a part of that's on your bucket list?
Your mom.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Either Slinger Nationals with a template car or Chili Bowl. I want to go to Chili Bowl.
Chili Bowl would be sweet.
Yep. Yeah, I want to go to Slinger and work on a car with somebody.
You know what we didn't talk about? Chad's slick back hair tonight.
It's like here right now. Welcome to season 2, guys.
Oh boy. It's been a fun ride.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm good. That was like perfect timing too, and she knew. I'm gonna change it up a little bit here. You've been around a bunch of different tracks. You've seen a bunch of different cars. What is one rule that you would change if you were a track owner?
That's a good question. That's how I'm feeling. What class are we talking about?
It can be you pick whatever you would change. The biggest rule that you see, because you've helped with street stocks, you've helped with late models, the outlaws. You've helped with pretty much everything. What's one rule, any class that you would change?
The no drinking in the pits. Let us drink all day.
Wait, that's a rule?
Apparently, at some tracks.
Huh.
On the car, I don't really know. I feel like we got a pretty good rule system going around. The tracks just need a tech for cars, in my opinion.
Okay. No, that's fair enough. You think it's more or less that they're not deep diving into tech, or they're just kind of like picking and choosing, or?
Feel like it's not enough all the time. And I've gone to a lot of different tracks, and I feel like these tech officials just kind of get thrown into it and we're not ready for it at some tracks.
I'm pretty sure one of our guests talked about training of tech officials.
Yep. And
Perfect.
I went through tech with Ricky Brook, Bruno with Doom at Snowball Derby. I went through that with him and seeing how he techs cars. And local tracks, I feel like our tech guys just get thrown into it and we're not ready.
Yeah. I mean,
you're
not wrong by any means.
Okay. Jesse Van Avery Jr. 100% agreed. He said, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Congrats to Jesse on his C feature win.
Yeah, that is true. I forget. No, that was senior, I thought.
No, that was junior. He bought Adam, Terry, and me, gave him a set of tires. He got on a real set of race tires instead of this. We won't save a brand of tires, but we're not very good.
Huh.
He got on a set of Hoosiers and he went out there and won the C.
Well, congratulations, Jesse.
Yeah.
For some reason, no, you're right, because I had to correct Jason because he said senior first.
Yeah.
Well, congrats.
Set of practice tires from last year.
He even said hashtag who's your daddy. All right.
There we go. There was a lot of smack talk on that leading up to Super Shoe.
But it was
And I'm
great.
Pretty sure Hoosier claimed every.
There wasn't a single car on those tires. We won't say the name.
No, there was.
There was.
There was.
There was
Where did
one.
they finish?
I think 11th.
Last. That's where they belong.
Oh,
Who's your daddy?
I'm guessing you don't like Cobra tires.
Nope.
Chad will say
Nobody
the name.
does.
I'll say it. We won't.
Hashtag junk.
Wow. Hey, you know what? We're opinionated here, uncut, unedited. Shauna wants to know, what are you drinking?
The Victory
Silver
beers.
bullets.
Yep. Victory beers for the guys this weekend. That's their drink of choice. So once in a while. I actually didn't have a Miller Lite all weekend.
What?
Yeah.
It's moving up a little bit in the world.
Oh,
I don't know about that. The goal was to eliminate some of the liquor we had building at the house. So we did a good job.
If you got, we won't talk no more.
Brock Gannett, yes.
Timmy, he's just like you, man. You ask him a question, he's just gonna speak his mind. I love it though.
There was a question going around at the Horvath pits all weekend.
Uh-oh.
We won't ask that question because that might get us kicked off there, but we talked about it earlier. 90%, 10%.
No,
The first 90, Timmy. The first 90.
Yep, we're not talking about that on there.
We digress. We digress.
All right, Paul, go ahead.
All right. Well, since we got asked what we were drinking, explain to the fine people watching in America why Coors Light.
Adam and Chris Terry. They
Yep.
got me hooked on it. Before when I drank Natty Light. And that was from a guy at Berlin, Bill Schotko. That's all he drank was Natty Lights.
Tim, actually, no Fireball this weekend either. No Fireball. Lots of other stuff, but Coors Light is honestly my second favorite. Miller Lite's always number one, but can't go wrong.
I actually worked on a car once that was sponsored by Coors Light at Berlin. We got all the scratch and dent cans.
Nice.
We drank a lot of Coors Light at Berlin.
Scratch and dent cans.
Timmy says weak. All right. What is your main responsibility as a crew member when you work?
Depends on what car. For Brock, I don't do much. Just kind of help out when it's needed. Adam, I do everything. Tires, set up stuff. We work a lot with Steve Needles. He helps us out a lot. And yeah, I do a lot of tires. It's kind of my main responsibility. And I don't claim myself as a crew chief. Adam calls me as crew chief, but I don't claim that. But just kind of everything.
I feel like that's the best way to not self-appointed. Like your driver calls you the crew chief. That's
an honor at that point. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Well, go ahead, buddy.
all right. Yep. Brock hit it on the head. All around guy. That's what he is. Well-rounded in every aspect. For sure.
Yep.
All right. So I believe it was the Clash. You guys are pinned in the infield. No, we were all up top.
Yep.
And you brought up, do your guys have a team meeting prior to the day starting? And I was like, we talk about a game plan, kind of going like that. And you kind of explained what team meeting really was. So besides that, do you guys have any racing rituals you do week in and week out?
Not really. No, me and Adam work on the car every Thursday night together, go through the setup. We put it on the lasers and the scales and get ready to go. But come race day, we don't really do much. Honestly, on race day, me and Adam don't talk that much.
Did you get ice cream?
Not yet. Only winners get ice cream. So,
Well, he won.
yeah, but we still got to go.
Okay. That was my question.
Yep.
If you got ice cream, because
No,
that's
we
what
still
I
gotta
remember.
go.
Like,
Just
let
let
me
us
know when.
Because
Because
we'll
I
clear
like
our
ice
schedule.
cream.
We're all going.
Yeah, we'll all go. Yeah, Adam, if you're watching, you're probably getting ready for that other show.
Wait, are you guys racing Michigan Cup?
No, we're done for the year. Adam's
I am
done for the
being
year.
good.
I'm going to Michigan Cup with Jeff Gannis is running the mod in the Sportsman, so I'm going with him.
Brian Town says winners get crab legs.
Oh,
We like ice cream.
man.
For
You
top-
guys do it right.
For top three, we get gas station ice cream. Only winners get true ice cream.
Paul, what do the winners get with you?
We'll have to find out someday.
You got to win first.
Yeah.
Oh, Shoot.
I'm pretty sure.
I know.
Actually, when I won a fucking decade and a half ago. Oh, sorry, F-bomb number one.
That's older.
And when I won
am.
my feature at Spartan, we stopped at the only place in Dexter that was open was the TA roadside truck stop. But that was a great time.
Is that win older than I am?
How old? Yeah. No, 2007. So yeah, I think you win by a few years.
Yep. Pretty close, but
Yeah.
Correction. We won a stacker car race last year.
We didn't do anything though. we had a good time, but
Oh yeah, Alicia, you're slow on the beep here. Timmy says, and
I'm responding to him right
oh,
no. All right, favorite short track to race at.
currently or all time?
We can
both.
do both.
Currently, Owasso.
Okay.
Owasso is beautiful.
Okay.
The stuff that new owners done is incredible. All time, probably Anderson.
Okay. What's your favorite short track to just be a fan at?
I'm not a fan of any track. The only track I can go and sit in the stands is Pensacola. 5 Flags, Snowball Derby, all day. I cannot sit in the stands at any other track.
Okay.
I got to be working on a car to be at a racetrack.
Fair enough. I'll take that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just call you Adam's crew chief. Do you have any goals like to move up? Move up to the ranks, maybe go to a traveling series, go to the cup level, or are you happy with the short tracks?
No, I went to school to work for NASCAR. I went down to North Carolina, and the short tracks are where it's at. Traveling with Adam and all other guys I've got to travel with is all I ever want to do.
I'll say I think the short tracks are better with you in it. So
yes,
I'm glad you're staying.
I agree.
For now.
All right. Out of all 3 cars, what win was your favorite from Sunday?
the Outlaw. We've been trying since 2019 to win an Outlaw. But seeing Timmy win in Big Black, it's been 5 years since we blew up the motor in practice. And that car took a lot of work, a lot of hours. So we're about equal. No offense to Brock, because his win was dominant and he was very good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
100%.
We were talking, I don't know if Brock's still watching, but we were talking about his win and how much he reminded us of Jeff racing at Kalamazoo in the Super Shoot. Just methodical, didn't panic at the start of the race when they're 27 wide going into turn 1. Man, it was just cool to see.
Man.
Yeah.
Should we,
Just smarter beyond his years.
should we say what Brock said about his dad on? I wouldn't do that to him.
Okay. Well, on that though, or with that, there's number 2 for everybody keeping score at home.
Does that mean we got shotgun, Paul?
No,
Oh,
Paul can't
gosh,
shotgun
no.
anymore. Paul's too old. What's your best memory from the weekend? Outside of winning.
Honestly, my favorite memory is probably watching Timmy run down the front stretch and hug Chris Terry, or watching Adam Terry wave that flag.
The flag wave was,
Yep.
damn, did that hit the fields?
Yep.
Yeah.
Watching Timmy leave victory lane to go get Chris Terry on front stretch was right there.
That
And
hit.
then in the pits after Sunday, Donnie Brest and Billy Shannon came over with an autographed hat from Gary Terry and gave it to Chris Terry. That was probably
Wow.
the best. And just being there and watching the emotion and everything. It was a hat that Gary signed back in the 90s or early 2000s, and they gave it to Chris Terry. And that's probably one of the best emotions of the weekend.
That is, I didn't know that happened. That is super
Man.
cool. Super cool.
All right.
Shout out to Donnie Brest and Billy Shannon for bringing that over, and congrats to them for their win too.
Yeah, if we're talking about the B feature win, holy hell, what a race.
He
That
got
was-
sent to the back.
Twice, and then still won.
Yep.
And never mind, I'm going to keep my thoughts on Saturday night's events and that heat race to myself. But
Oh, how the
That's just the best to do.
yeah,
Swerving Kirby.
I was just going to talk about it because we're uncut and unedited.
Swerving Kirby
He-
back at it.
he's got more respect than I do. I don't know if I could have held my cool on that deal, but
Yep.
Yeah, because it's a heat race and you're gonna. Nope.
moving on. We're
Yep.
done with that subject. Top Row Racing Media has the footage. Look for Saturday night.
Yeah.
Heat race number something, as Jason would say. Whoa, buddy.
Jeez, oh, Pete. All right. How accomplished did you feel after the races ended on Sunday?
I felt good. Like, it felt great to win, but it also kind of sucked because we weren't the best car. Adam was not the best car. The 24 car, Jacob Maynard, he deserved to win that race.
You know what I noticed? I went over there as I was going down the tower to leave, and I stopped over by Timmy, congratulate him. I went to go congratulate Adam, and Adam walked. He says, I need to go to the 24 team.
Yep.
I need to go make sure he's okay.
Yep. Yeah, so it felt great to win and be there at the end, but the 24 car deserved that race. He was the best car. He was going to win that race. We were catching him, but not enough. And so
there was a point during that race I looked at Jason and said, I don't know if Adam has anything for him.
yep.
He could stay with him, but he wasn't gaining enough.
That's how I felt down in the grandstands watching too. And so it sucked for Maynard in the 24. He had a good car. He probably should have won that race. So shout out to Jacob Maynard for his run. He had a great run. He won the heat race.
Smooth, just.
Yep. He got to the front fast, and he did all he could do in that car.
Yep.
But racing's racing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate.
That's why you got to stay in it to win it.
Yep.
I mean,
you got to be there at the end.
Yep. I did enjoy. I mean, I remember the days it was 75 laps for the A main. I like the 50 lap A mains. I think that's a good.
No, it's dumb.
You want more? You want more laps?
75.
All right.
I just feel every time they ran 75, there wasn't enough cars at the end to make it exciting.
What was it exciting with 50?
It was. I mean, I thought it was pretty. Overall, that racing was an A+.
I thought the whole weekend the racing was A+. Other than the outlaw front wheel drive feature that
45 laps for 5 laps, or 45 minutes for 5 laps.
Yeah,
it was rough. That was rough.
Where's the time limit?
I don't know.
You know, I sent Chad a message during that race.
I don't
We're getting close yet?
I don't know. All right, Paul, go ahead.
All right. I like asking this because I like seeing where everybody's at. Who was your racing idol, or who still is your racing idol?
Jeff Fachaska. Watching Jeff Fachaska race back in the days and then getting to know him, he's the rocket.
You got to spend some time with him this weekend, if I recall. Yep.
At one point on my golf cart this weekend, I had Jeff Fachaska, Tyler Rory, Jeff Gannis, and Brock Gannis. We were driving around for about an hour. That's the most badass golf cart ride ever. Just listening to their stories.
The amount of wins on your golf cart right there.
There's no doubt, man.
But the 3 best outlaw drivers ever. Sorry, Seed Needles. You're close.
He's still young. He's still young. All right.
Who is your favorite to crew for?
Ooh. That's a hard question. I love Adam, but I won a lot of races with Josh Fry on dirt, and we had a lot of fun. In 3 years, we won 2 national championships and like 110 races.
Who is the hardest to crew for?
Probably Adam, just because the outlaw is so technical and just everything matters so much. The shocks matter down to everything. The tires matter down to a 16th. And on a street stock, they don't. In street stock and dirt, it doesn't matter that much. So it's not really Adam himself; it's just the car itself.
Fair enough. My voice is squeaking. Shocked I didn't lose it.
It's been a long. Jason's was good, and then it took a dive over the weekend or over Sunday, I should say.
His back was killing him. We talked today. He got his shot. So.
Eddie Benjamin had what's up, man? Good to see you coming on here. He had a very busy Sunday afternoon.
Eddie had a fan club all weekend. We love Eddie.
We're not going to talk about it.
Chad had a good time with Eddie.
Eddie had his own fan club this weekend.
Yeah, I ran security with Eddie for like 5 minutes.
Eddie is a man.
Then I was the arm dropper for the drag racing.
There's some good videos.
Yeah. I told him, I said, don't let me line them up. Just let me drop the arms. Then I'll send them one after another.
I'm in danger.
Kenny's like, can you at least wait for them to get out of the drag strip? Oh, sorry.
So this is a fan
Oh,
question
boy.
that got sent in today.
By who?
Remaining anonymous.
Oh, boy.
Who drank the most beer this weekend? You, Brock, Adam, or Timmy?
Me or Timmy? Matt Modulewski was pretty close too. we had Steve Dito's pit crew as part of our crew this week, and they drink a lot of beer.
We heard that when Stevie was on our show.
Yeah, Stevie let out his pit crew to us, and we drank a lot of beer too. We might have ended up leaving Kalamazoo too and had some stories.
Oh, I think I heard those stories
We
on
might have had a
Friday.
bloody nose, but we'll leave them off air.
I was supposed to ask something to Ricky. We won't talk about it on air.
It was the same question that I believe the 90-10 question.
No.
No,
It
different
was
one? Oh.
Ricky wasn't involved in any of this.
about a strip club.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll leave them off
Okay.
air.
Yeah, that
Anyhow,
will.
Somebody left the strip club with a bloody nose, and
Oh, Brandon is the head roadie of the Eddie Benjamin fan club.
Eddie.
Oh boy.
The
All
man
right.
of many hats.
This is gonna
We love you, Eddie.
have you ever raced yourself?
Yes. Yep.
What'd you race?
I raced a 4-cylinder at Berlin, and then I raced at Hartford in a dirt street stock.
What's keeping you from racing full time?
I suck at racing. I'm a crew chief.
Me too. Okay. All right.
That's honest. I love that, man.
Mhm. Yep.
I'm not a race car driver. I work on them.
That's fair. All right, go ahead, bud.
All right. We talked. You're going to Michigan Cup with Gannis. What's the rest of your 2023 look like?
I
You're-
got Winchester 400, Nashville, and then the Rich Bigley Memorial at the Freedom Factory with Donnie Wilson Motorsports. They hired me to come in and help them. So I'm going to go do those 3 races. Then I'll be at Snowball Derby as a fan
It's awesome.
with Timmy. We'll be partying in the pits. If you've never been to Snowball Derby, you're missing out.
I've heard stories about Timmy at the Snowball.
Snowball Derby is the race. If you've never been to Snowball Derby, you better go. Come see us in turn 3 and 4.
It's on the bucket list.
You won't remember the race, but you'll have a great time.
Boy. What would you say is your proudest moment as a crew member?
Probably. Oh, I got a couple of them. Winning the national championship in 2013 and 14, we won the UMP Dirt Street Stock National Championship for the best car in the country. We won 50 races each of those years with Josh Fry. He still races at Berlin. He's a badass. 2019, I won the championship at Berlin with Nate Walton. And then probably winning Super Shoe in the 2019 championship with Adam Terry. We won Intimidator in 2019 too.
That one was
The Intimidator in 2019 was pretty bad.
that hit the feels.
Then we went 4 years till we won another one. So that hurt.
All right, Paulie Guy.
All right. Let me look here.
I just have one more after this.
Yeah, actually, that was my last one.
All right, Brandon.
Better
Go
have some
back to
more.
younger Brandon Hollis. What's one piece of advice you would tell him?
Stay involved with short track racing. Don't try to go to NASCAR.
Damn.
Stay out of NASCAR.
That's
Just enjoy it, make friends, memories. I remember growing up watching Steve Needles and Jeff Gannis and Terry Seneker, all these guys at Berlin. Ross Musen was the man back in the day. All these guys are good friends of mine now. And just being involved with short track racing. Make friends, make memories. That's what it's all about. Don't try to make a living in it. Try to make friends, memories. Have fun. Drink
Good
beer.
answer.
And I think, man, you guys are the epitome. I mean, everybody like Adam, Chris, Brock, Jeff, Tim, of course. I mean, you guys kill it in this sport in all aspects that you guys are involved, but yet you can just wander into your campsite, tell a couple stories, drink a couple beers, and be best friends by the end of the night. And that is what I love growing up. Going to Super Shoot was all about meeting people and just having the time of your life. And man, it's cool. Like growing up, I never raced Kalamazoo Speedway. I went out there and watched a lot, but then now that I live out here, getting to race with guys like you and the families and the history that you guys bring, it's cool. I've met a lot of cool people, like you said.
Hey, photo op.
Oh,
This
The
weekend's
things
really,
we'll do on air.
yeah.
this weekend's really about Chris Terry.
Yeah.
This weekend was really about Chris Terry. We brought Big Black back out after 5 years. He wins the B heat in the B feature. Adam sets quick time, wins the feature. Brock Gannis swept the weekend. It was all about Chris Terry. And I'm glad Chris was happy and smiling. And there was a lot of people overhead watching us too.
Yep.
From Gary to everybody else, Jim Brown, Timmy's friend, Donna Richter, who just passed away from Berlin. Just everybody's watching down this weekend, and it turned out perfect.
Yep.
The one thing I wish would have happened is after Timmy won, I was really hoping Chris would either jump in the window or around the hood and taking him back up to the pits.
But one of the best memories was watching Timmy go to see Chris on front stretch.
No, I'm saying when they were
Yeah.
all done, then cruise back up.
Yeah.
Like I was hoping for that.
Like the lady in Victory Lane, the photographer, was mad that Timmy left to go see Chris.
No.
Yeah. Like,
Calm down, Chad.
Huh?
I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but I
I
don't
know.
care. But
We've talked about, Jason and I talked about this at Victory Lane, that there's moments that happen at these tracks that other tracks would die to have happen. This year, we had Young Guns win their first ever feature, the first heat race. The Foot Boys, Gunnar Gale. There was, I think Mason Metzger had fast time once on the front wheel drive. Like these are moments that happen at these tracks that most tracks would die to have. That moment between, Chris and Timmy,
yep.
you couldn't
No.
pay to have a moment like that happen.
No. That moment was one of the best at Super Shoe. And watching Adam wave that flag.
Yep.
The
And
flag was.
us crew failed on getting that flag to Timmy too, because Timmy and Gary were very close.
Yep.
I was wondering.
Sorry, Timmy, we failed on that.
He's just got to win next year. Do it again.
Yep. Do it again.
We'll see about next year.
Do it again. I'm not asking. I'm saying do it again.
Damn.
No, those are moments that I'm proud to say I was able to witness, because there's, like I said, there's tracks that would die for that.
That was
So-
the best moment of Kalamazoo Speedway this year.
All right. Okay, that's a bold statement, but I'll take it.
Yep.
All right. So the questions are done. Now it's my favorite part of the interview: word association.
Oh boy.
I want
I need a beer for this.
the first word that comes to mind after I say a word.
Okay.
Okay. And it's got to be rapid. I want it, just spit it out.
How many do you have?
I'd lost it. Don't make me count. Words are hard and counting's hard. I was homeschooled.
We can tell.
I'm hoping the slick back hair helps out today, but I only did that for you and Paul.
You're
All
my
right.
hero.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Green,
Go.
food,
Taco.
drink,
Beer.
beer,
Beer.
music,
Timmy.
band,
Timmy.
country,
USA.
state,
Michigan.
track,
Berlin.
driver,
Horvath.
fast,
Adam.
slow,
Bergacre.
cheater,
Bergacre.
The GOAT.
Tyler Rohrig
Dirt.
for getting to the track,
Asphalt.
for going fast.
Clash.
Sucks.
NASCAR.
Sucks.
That's it.
That's all you had?
That's all I had.
Well done.
That was good.
Well done.
That was good.
You need more.
Well,
Next week.
yeah, I'll just have to build on this. Timmy says, wow, that was awesome. Paul and I talked probably halfway through last year. Well, actually, it was probably a couple months ago when I started doing this. I'm like, I want to do this uncut, unedited crap. I don't want staged show. We're going to have our notes, but I just want I want people to speak their mind. I want full on opinions. If you have something that you want to say about a track, obviously we want to be respectful, but the only way these tracks are going to succeed and get better is
respectful. Sorry, Fleerman.
But, too many people hide behind a keyboard. And sometimes you just got to say what you got to say. I don't know, but I probably shouldn't lose those because...
Sorry, Kenny.
Right. All right. Well, let's jump to Crash of the Week presented by Top Row Racing Media.
We celebrate with the city tonight. Hear the hometown cheer. It's the ultimate high for the glory. We do it for the greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness.
Well, Lewis. Oh, go ahead, Chad.
First off, Lewis, that was awesome. Crashes of the week. Great. You always, like we talked before, you always have the cameras in the right spot. Great work.
We got to give a shout out to Top Row Racing Media. We were talking some stats over the weekend and how hard he was working. What a one-man show. That guy was everywhere this weekend. So I hope you're getting some much needed rest. But just the super shoe footage from Friday through last night has already reached 337,000 plus thousand views. And then year to date, 2.8 million across the board on Top Row Racing Media. Some insane numbers for the tri-state region, Michigan, Northern Indiana. So thank you, Lewis, for all you do. It's nice. I know when, I was in Alaska catching up on some of the stuff that I missed on championship night. And just, if you're not at the racetrack, you can be there to see highlights of wrecks, wins, and all sorts of fun stuff. So make sure you give them a like and a follow over on Top Row Racing Media.
Well, vacations are for the winter, right?
You're
not supposed to miss any races for vacation.
There's a funny story about that, Brandon.
There's 4 months for vacation.
The funny story about that, Brandon, is we were talking about our 5-year wedding anniversary and going to Vegas with Paul. And Paul says, I don't take vacations during racing season.
That's Paul back then. that was true. I wanted to race every weekend. Paul now works too damn much and likes to race the once a month type deal. So.
Paul's not ready to go to Florida with me in March.
Yes, that is true. Well, we will be there.
It's going to be rough for Paul.
I really. Lee, yes, Kalamazoo Track and Safety wow, Kalamazoo Track and Safety Crew is the best for sure. Yeah, they we've talked about it, and it's not because we're biased by any means, but they are. I've been to plenty of tracks, and
They are one of the best.
they're
I've been
one
to
of the best.
12 tracks this year. They're one of the best.
And shout out, I mean, those guys had a long ass day yesterday in those suits. Just no break, constant work. So thank you guys. Yeah, definitely for all weekend busting your asses. Racers were breaking stuff and wrecking stuff.
Todd Cohen wants to know why they keep calling Yoder Brandon.
Todd thinks my name is Yoder.
Could it do anything with the beard?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I'm Amish. You are missing out.
Are you really?
No.
Like they have the Amish or the Amish.
I was. And then I went on Rumspringer and never went back.
Got him. Got him.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all have a good night. All right. What?
Oh, what's your Halloween costume?
Oh,
Osama bin Laden.
Oh,
We got a suicide vest we strap on.
where's
yeah. She's covering her face.
Yeah, we're full Osama. If you come to Mission Cup next week, you'll see it. So you better come to Mission Cup.
Well, you heard it here first. Yeah, if you don't have anything to do this weekend, Michigan Cup happening Friday through Sunday over at the Springport Motor Speedway.
If you're not at Mission Cup, you better be at Toledo. ARCA and Outlaw Late Miles at Toledo.
I can't get over your Halloween costume.
I got a picture of it somewhere.
All right, hold on. Well, before we do no unicorn?
No, I got the unicorn too.
I feel like there's
This show's digressing.
I got a unicorn. There's pictures of that.
I have a unicorn too.
Oh, boy.
Ask Todd Cowan for the unicorn. He's got it.
Well, he can't post down here.
Oh, Horvath's got the Osama costume.
All right.
Send it, Timmy. Send it.
Yeah, if you can send it to him real quick while we're on, before he leaves. So, with season one being done, with season one being done and start of season two, short track shoutouts is completed. So next week we will have our new segment in place. We will post something on Facebook to let you guys vote on what the segment wants to be. If you want it to be Dad of the Week or Fan of the Week, or Daddy of the Week.
Jeff Gannis. Daddy.
Sound clip. Well, that's good news. Top Pro Racing Media just commented. We've been told some traveling drivers are coming to Springport because they saw the videos. So that's fantastic. I hope they get a great car count. That event is a ton of fun. All classes, outlaws, modifieds, street stocks, 4-cylinders. This guy comes prepared.
If you got an outlaw, you better be at Michigan Cup.
You're supposed to pull it up to the microphone when you open that. That's a rule.
I don't care.
Okay.
We're drinking. Where's your beer, Chad?
I don't drink beer.
Quit being a pussy.
Oh,
I get two a show, right? That's my first one.
Collectively to a show.
We
That's my
apologize,
first
yo.
one.
All right, guys. First, Brandon, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us. We do
We're done
appreciate.
already?
Yeah, the show's
No,
done.
we gotta keep going.
No, we can't.
You just got to come back for round two.
Yeah, we'll
That's
have to do
all.
round two.
Never even got to thank my sponsors. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you,
go ahead.
sponsors.
Go ahead and talk about your sponsors. Way to call us out. Well done.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh my
I don't
gosh.
even know them all. I got too many.
So
Well,
thank you again, man. Oh,
You just
go
went
ahead.
off again. Come on, Chad.
Oh shoot. Do you want to thank your sponsor?
I gotta thank Chris Terry for everything this weekend. he put it all on the show. The Nam's got so many GT products, All-Star Performance, Duco, all of them. Brock's got Whitman, Whitman Auto, Sonny and Evan from BCR Racing. I don't know their company name. They got so many. Timmy had MPI steering wheels, Noah Gregson, all these guys. Just a great weekend.
It was. One for the books, that's for damn sure.
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5. That is
BBC got it done.
I still can't take that serious.
Big black car.
So, all right, guys. So I just want to thank you, everyone, for season 1. You guys stuck around with us. Thank everyone. Of course, always our marketing partners, Howe, Patio, Window, Kalamazoo Speedway, Finish Line, Landscape Management.
What's
Yes. Finish Line Handyman Home Repair, EMA Enterprises, Top Row Race Media, and Alicia. Again, you did great tonight. Thank you again. Paul, thank you
Thank
for
you.
everything. Brandon, thank you for everything.
Thank you. I got to thank Bella Brooks for making me drive to a shop on Thursday night to pick up a wing for the hood. And it ended up working. That wing has been on 4 cars, and all 4 of those cars is 1 super shoe.
Well, there you go.
And the
impressive.
motor that was in Big Black for Timmy race has won 4 other super shoes.
Jeez. All right.
Eddie Lee Payne. That was a badass engine.
Very nice. So, guys, I'm going to end with this as always. Check in with your friends and family. The ones who need the most help are typically the ones that don't want the help. Sometimes all it takes is just an open ear to get somebody through a rough time. With that, guys, we love you.
Hey, shout out to Curdy T for doing well.
Yes,
Yeah.
Curdy T as well.
See you guys next
See you
week.
guys.